In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to make a very good caramel sauce. I'll also share lots of tips and tricks that I've learned from making many caramel sauces. The ingredients you'll need are sugar, cream, water, butter, and salt. The first step is to use a heavy-bottomed pan and an induction hob. You can use a fire hob, but induction is better because you're less likely to burn the sides of the pan. So you go in with about 200 grams of sugar and equal quantities of water in weight, just enough to cover the sugar, and whack it on full heat and bring it straight up to the boil. There is no need to stir it, but you can stir it if you want to. Just boil it until the bubbles start to slow. You can see the bubbles here are bigger and slower than if it was just water boiling. You can also see in the top right, it's starting to turn a little bit light brown. So the solution is going to be about 180 degrees Celsius right now and climbing as it turns browner and there's less and less water in the solution. I'm tilting the pan to see the true colour because it's quite a thin layer of caramel on the pan, so it looks paler than it actually is. So when you go in with your cream, go in with a tiny amount of cream, smaller than you'd think, and stir it in. If you go in with too much cream, it will clump, which isn't the end of the world. Just stir and stir for a long time and it will dissolve on low heat. But hopefully it won't clump for you. Just tiny amounts of cream at a time, stirring in between each one will prevent it from clumping. You want to be on a low heat or no heat at all at this point. And keep on stirring in more and more cream until you have added about 100 grams of cream if you use 200 grams of sugar, or until you have a nice sauce-like consistency like I'm showing you here. Then the next stage is to bring it back up to the boil, and this toasts the milk solids in the cream, which is absolutely delicious, I can assure you. Another thing you can do is you can keep on boiling it on a medium heat, not too high, otherwise it will burn, it will catch on the bottom of the pan. Keep on boiling it and more water will evaporate and you'll get a thicker and thicker sauce. I like to boil it for about 30 seconds, 1 minute, sometimes 2 minutes. The longer you boil it, the better it tastes. But if you still want a sauce-like consistency, be careful not to boil it for too long because you will evaporate all your water and you'll end up with toffee. Here the sauce is cooling and I'm adding some salt, which is optional, and some butter, which is also optional. Now you don't want to add the butter when the sauce is too hot, otherwise it will split and you can't really get it back. You can have a splash of cold water, but it doesn't always work. So here is the finished product. Quite a thick caramel sauce. This is about room temp or just above. And here I'm going into a piping bag to then go into a squeezy bottle for easy storage, and also you can do those with cool patterns. These squeezy bottles are really cheap, just literally buy some online, a couple of quid each, and you will not regret it. They are very fun. Here is the end product, very delicious and very beautiful.